Alright, let me see if I can get me a win or two before I make a couple runs.
But with carfentanil, which is 100 times more lethal than fentanyl, like as far as like its powers and opiate, which is just crazy.
You don't get 100 times more sugar in Coca-Cola, man.
I don't know. I mean, I'm glad to be a non-cocaine user, but I thought generally back in the day it was like technically supposed to be, I don't want to use the word safe, but I don't know, like you probably weren't going to die from it. Nah, I guess this is, I don't know.
Yeah, you are right, man. This is something that you can instantly die for, and it happens. I know down in South Florida, it's happened, and it's scary.
Yeah, safe access to all types of drugs is definitely important and needs to be addressed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And a meme. Thank you, Nap. All right, come on, next. What else? Come on, I love Popeye. This is Crippy Jones, man. Just saying. And it's Popeye with a giant bud coming out of the spinach can, and I don't know. That's just cool, man. That's just cool.
I just got it all. I just put it all together.
Right.
Sorry. I don't know if you gave it the full description. Maybe you saw it and chose not to. Popeye he's ripping off his face mask saying antivirus with a bud coming out of the can.
Oh, I saw nothing about that. I'm so sorry. I fucking saw Popeye in a bud. Fuck, man.
Yes. All right. Social media here. Don't forget, guys, if you left, dudegoes.com/support.
Well, hang on, dude. Hang on. You missed, man. You missed the Grumpy Toad, man.
No, I got you. I wasn't going to cut to the shout-outs just yet. Go ahead.
Well, Grumpy Toad wants to help you. He's got a couple memes with some dad jokes for you.
Oh, I got it.
Yes.
Okay.
What happens? Ready? What happens when you burn your shirt with a J? You get a pothole.
Okay, I'll take it.
Come on, man. Come on. He's 2 for 2, man. Ready?
Got it. What do you got?
What do you get when you eat edibles?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room. The great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Did you have social media here?
I do. Sanchez ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium.
Want to support the Dude Bros show?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
.com/support. Yes, thank you.
All right, will you just show this guy your room?
Oh, he's been being shown for the last,
What the fuck, man? This is me putting your mother in a love trance in the Applebee's dining room. What the fuck is he on, man?
Why does he have to be on anything? Is this proven?
He's pretty weird. I don't know many normal people like that, man. I don't know many people not on drugs like that.
Okay, fair enough.
So the thing is, that's indica right there.
And that is the kind of tackling that we'll see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. The call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty dope right there.
Yeah, man, dude, we're all from Africa. It is so crazy.
That reminds me of the work the birds got to do in nature to get laid, shit like that, all day long.
Right? That's hilarious, but holy fuck, man. Such an interesting world, isn't it?
Very interesting. Interesting, beautiful world. Get out there, get into it. Put the screen down, okay.
But I'm getting all this cool stuff from the screen. I would never know these answers.
I got the ultimate.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one and leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they?
Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th down
Damn.
That really opens things up for you. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's not that you get
Defense
dumber,
had a
but you
chance to
waste
get off the
valuable
field
time
here. The
before
opening
you
drive
watch that
couldn't do it.
video.
I know that
I
we
don't
go
know,
into these
like,
meetings with
it's
coaches,
better
and
than
sometimes
the
maybe
original,
we can
bro.
get
Yeah,
a little bit numb because you're always going to talk about how important third down is, offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8
All right, we'll
coming
take
up.
it to the shout-outs then.
Certainly
We'll
nice
just get
job
too
there by the
carried away
defense
here.
rallying to the football and getting
I
him
want
on
to
the
say thanks to
ground,
the
but I
DVC
think the play
producers
gets made
for making the
by
show
the defensive
happen.
front.
Believe that. I'm
Because
starting off
if
with
they can't
Closet
get up the field,
Aquaponics and
their
Big
job is just
Nuggets.
going to get more,
20.
get into a roll sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the running backs.
Good hit. Good hit.
And that's one that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. They've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive
We
so
got
far.
13
It's first and
and
10.
perpetually faded. Oh, yeah. Shit, your bro.
Again.
He should.
At the line of scrimmage and take it down. So after a run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Remember the Hair
They'll
Bears
try to
stuff?
throw now. Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but
Motherfucker.
according to the headlines, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over your territory up here. Get back over to my spot.
We're not talking about on-air commentary. What is all this extra?
Oh, motherfucker. God damn.
What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass. So they're
Gonna let our nuts
up
hang.
here for this next play.
Uses.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? And most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down. This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to look out the backfield to his right. The angle is right up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know where they're going here, but those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Cast the tickle spell.
Okay, you got me. But seriously, cross me again and I will end you.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
Good shit.
And he will maneuver his way
I'm
down
still.
about the 7.
Yeah, I don't think
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets
I'm
up
losing
a
track of my
3rd down and
surroundings.
4 now.
That play
Hey, this is
reminded me
kind
a
of
lot
fun.
of a former teammate of mine used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays is uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your right linebacker.
Hudson, time to go. I gotta go home.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Bye, Hudson.
Ezekiel
It's more fun than
Elliott.
any
A
mercy bit.
7-yard touchdown
And check this
grab.
out.
And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening
Not
drive.
sure, but I have said it is.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After 1, 7-0 on
Wait a
EA
minute.
Sports.
This is a self-empowerment seminar. You lied to me. You said we were going to Baskin Robbins.
I said we were going to Baskin Robbins Glow.
You know what you did.
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tony Robbins.
Here's everyone.
Ooh, he swore. I trust this guy.
All of you here are capable of greatness,
Yay!
but some will never achieve it.
Oh,
And the
no.
return on this one is a fair catch. A signal for and take it.
Gee, your head is the size of a picnic watermelon. I've been told that. And you sound like you were lost at sea and told not to drink seawater, but drank seawater.
Peter, will you just listen to him? Tony, this is why I brought him. He's never willing to actually confront his issues.
Sounds like you have no self-esteem. I don't deserve self-esteem.
To watch Family Guy all seasons for free. No Zoom, no cuts. Visit www.xmeasurements.com. Link available in the description.
That's going to bring up second and
Peter,
11.
I was once a lot like you. Unmotivated, dangerously obese, always relying on cutaways. You know, that reminds me of the time when you're second and cutaways. Stay in the present. Hey. Okay, now tell me what you feel.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
I don't get touched very often. You know you deserve a better life, right, Peter?
Here's Wentz to throw.
Getting hard to breathe in here. I want to give you that life, Peter. Time to seize your personal power.
Down on the 30-yard line after
yeah, by getting away from you, you weirdo. But first, here's that cutaway I was going to do before you made me skip it. Only now it'll make no sense. Ask the Parks and Rec, Peter.
Now there's a much better opportunity to convert on third.
Can't believe you dragged me to that fraud. That man has nothing to offer.
On play
Holy
action,
Robbins.
it's Wentz.
Listen, I don't have long. If I get soaked in the rain, I'll be too heavy to move. Peter, I've seen thousands of people over the years and helped every single one of them. I'm not going to let you be my first failure.
Good shit, good shit. Good play, too.
Peter, I swear, I won't stop trying to help you no matter what.
Oh my God, Peter, stop the car!
First and 10, Taylor now.
My lightning!
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Where is he?
He's gone.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The give to Taylor.
Stewie, you're like 100 times better. Why do you want to hang out with him so badly?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz it, you're going to slow it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Never heard you ask for a plate before. I know, but there's a first time for everything. Like when I finally built the Leaning Tower of Pisa out of Lego.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he only managed to here down about the 38-yard line.
Aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they're taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Privacy of all glass around.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is...
Wow.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling with me.
What's up, guys? For today's video, we're taking a look at the
field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Exterior,
Trying to punch it up with Taylor. And boy, this is going to be close.
Good D, good D.
A little short, and he didn't get there. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll start the drive with Allen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And the convertible that starts at $32,695. And also comes with 6 available trims you can choose from. The base model 1LS that starts at $26,195. And then you have the 102
good D.
the 203 that starts at 28,695, and then the 303 that starts at 32,695. And then you have my doctor, the entry level V8, the LT1 that starts at 35,195. Then the 1SS that starts at 38,695, 2SS that starts at 43,695. And then you have the ultimate performance trim, the CL1 that starts at 64,195.
On third down, it's Prescott.
And the engine almost good.
Damn, that a little too strong today.
Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
24 miles per gallon highway with a 19.4
Now
gallon.
that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
So my grip tester is the LT1 trim, which comes standard with those 20-inch aluminum wheels, the black bow tie emblems, LT1 badging all around the car, the SS style hood vent, and many more. And it's finished in summit white exterior color and has the jet black.
Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over with 4 on 4, didn't get it. They're lucky though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, now loosen up things a little bit more and maybe play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to Taylor on
so on the driver door, you have the window control.
The
driver and passenger side window is fully automatic.
Right,
right above it, you have a chrome door handle with lock and unlock.
Second down.
You also have the trunk release, the small storage, and the door grab handle. And on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you have your brightness adjuster. And on the steering wheel, you have your 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel with your Camaro emblem in the middle, surrounded by silver accents. On the left-hand side, you have your cruise control. Right underneath, you have your favorite channel.
Play action.
On the right-hand side, you have your instrument cluster control, your phone commands, and right underneath it you have the volume control. You also have your paddle shift, you have the turning signal stop with your automatic bike control. And on the right hand side you have the bike controls. And on the screen,
two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They've yet to allow this offense to get on track in this
tire
one.
pressure.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Coolant temperature, oil pressure, transmission fluid, and a blend page.
54 yards, well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
You have your units, your information page. You can customize which ones to see.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll
and coming along the center, you have the standard 7-inch screen. Right below it, you have the radio controls.
And he's got his
your climate controls. You have 2 air vents in the middle. You have the 10-speed automatic transmission. Traction control, your remote selector, you can choose between 4, and 0 on ice. You also have your electronic parking brake, 12-volt power outlet, 2 cup holders, and your center storage. And on the screen, you have your audio, you have AM, FM, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth connection. You also have your phone connection, the Wi-Fi hotspot. You have the fully customizable settings. In the settings, you have the driving mode. You can customize the engine sound and the steering feel. And you also have team driver and valet mode.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kicks away.
You have the climate control. You can control it from the screens.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Coming up on Garden Toss.
because after the sun comes out and the plant starts photosynthesizing, the stomata close and all that good stuff. So you really want to harness that early on in the day, like as early as possible before sunrise.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Supplementing nutrients.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
We tend to see a lot of aces that just want to come into the greenhouse, and it's always this time of year they really try to take over.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Every other day, but we spray a lot during springtime to keep the pests down. If I didn't, I would be overrun.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This is what we use to spray with. We attach it to, it has a quick connect. It has a 50-foot hose.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
First of all, have the knowledge or the time to be building myself one of these. So for me, this has been the best investment on my farm. You have your little cables here, and they hook up to your battery.
Here's 2nd and 10.
About 2 hours of use out of one battery. One of the things I've learned over the years is that you absolutely have to get...
Again, it's Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is not.
Good game, Brandon.
Excited that maybe we found a way to conquer that problem in particular. I have beets and radishes growing in here right now, and I'm really hoping that we won't see all of the bites and stuff that we were looking for. So here we have Thermix. This is what I use for any type of mixing amendments that I do, just because because it emulsifies really well, helps my product stick together. But this is a saponin product, comes from the yucca plant, and you could just use this alone. From what I understand, it coats the aphids, they can't fly, and then they end up dying. We have a plant wash here that we use. This is sweet mint. It's really minty, so it repels a lot of pests that don't like it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
I've had a lot of bad experiences with it as far as it burning my plants because neem is really hard to emulsify. And so if you don't emulsify it properly, get it really broke down into your water, you end up spraying clumps onto your plant, and it just kind of sticks to it. The sun comes out, and your plants are burnt. So I only use neem when I don't have plants in the bed. I know there's an issue. I'll go through and I will spray sometimes the sides of the greenhouse, the walls on the ground, and empty beds with neem. It does work. It's not my favorite. Today we're going to be using the Chihuahua. We talked about this a little bit in other videos. 60% saponin.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Sort of in a jungle. And as the plants grow up, it's really fun to come in here and see the misters on and all the plants all the way to the ceiling. So sorry if it's a little loud. So back to the Chihuahua. This particular product we believe is the best
second down and 8.
Market because there's 60% saponin. So we're going to go ahead today and do what I would call
they'll run with Elliott. Good footwork at the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I thought since he did 1 teaspoon per gallon, I've already gone ahead and put 15 teaspoons worth of Chihuahua here. I always get something, a smaller vessel to mix things in. So that
third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got it open, man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
If you're putting microbial products in or anything because you'll kill them before they ever make it out to your garden. So it's really important to just make sure that you're not using super, super hot water, just enough to help with the emulsification process. I'm going to dump this in. I always like to...
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down carry by Elliott.
This shit.
But he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And then clogging up the actual sprayer itself. So I'm going to go ahead and...
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
We've got our handle, just like this. And there you go. So pretty easy setup. Negative to the positive and negative to the negative. Simple as that. We got our battery. I've hooked up my hose. I'm going to turn on my machine. And
now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
As you can hear, it's a really quiet piece of equipment. And
returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Putting a little bit on top and then thinking that maybe you conquered your problem. It is so important to do it over and over again until you see the numbers decrease, you see them go away completely. I've learned that kind of the hard way in the beginning of like my spraying days.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And you're not really getting full coverage. I'm pretty systematic about everything that I do here at the farm. Reason being is because I want to make sure that I don't miss stuff. So like
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Take it step by step, know your process and your procedure if you have a big operation, and things don't get missed. So I will go up this one aisle, and I will spray both sides. And then I skip an aisle and come back down and do 2 at a time. And like I said before, you can get right up on the plant. And see how little it's...
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Situations like I have a brick here I'm going to use to help guide my hose down the aisle so it doesn't kind of skip over and knock down my plants as I get really far down the aisle. So I set it here, as you can see, it just has a little knot kind of knocked out of it.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Like this. And now the hose is going to stay in there.
Now Allen.
For the most part as I go down the aisle.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And that way I know my plants aren't going to get burned in the process. So as you can see, the line is...
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Too early in the season because of the fact that I keep telling that something happens if the temperature drops. So even my teammates.
Singletary.
Good shit.
Takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in for a 4-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Greenhouse, you can see some strings here. This is a gelatin system for tomatoes, so I'm really excited to share with you. We're going to do
extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The entire greenhouse. We're really learning that in the springtime it's important to keep up on that. You know, if we try to ignore it and wait till there's a bigger problem, it's like we're just chasing our tail the entire season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott.
Good
and
D.
his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is the Family Farms edition, and it's our first episode.
Here's Prescott.
We've discussed doing this before. We've kind of...
Oh, fuck that up.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Good shit.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Can we bounce back from that, coach?
Get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Soon we're going to take a transition from our winter crops to our summer crops, which means we're going to jam-pack the greenhouse full of potatoes, and then we start to heat it a little more, and as the season goes on, Mother Nature does that for us. If you look around here, we have salad mix, which we grow all winter long for local restaurants. That's one of our biggest passions here at Bills Whole Family Farms. Healthy food that we grow. Like I said, we keep it at 30 degrees. We water it once a day.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because
Come on now.
What you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
To throw is Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
If you haven't done this before, it really helps to know what other people are doing per run play, per back play. What's that expect? How long is it going to take?
And that takes years. It doesn't happen instantly, right? Like, you don't know that.
We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On first down, Elliott.
Oh, come on, man. Get out the way.
Gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the 24, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down, so now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A tackle made by Levi Wallace.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Elliott.
Oh.
Get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
For a couple weeks at a time. It's like genetics are a big part of this equation too. And I guess I never really understood how much choosing the right team.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
We've been able to really turn the soil into something usable, make it easier on us when it comes to harvesting. It's just not hard-packed clay. I want to teach and show everybody how we've done that because a lot of people don't have the best soil at home. And maybe you do have the time to spend.
The fuck going on with the goddamn?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
When it's warm enough, we start our seeds in a 10x10 next door.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Buying time to his left. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, this is taken in. It's
good shit.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We bring them down, attach them to the plant, and then we grow up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
My favorite time of year. There's so much life.
Allen now looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
So follow along with us and we'll show you how we do all that.
One of the things that I'm really excited about is when we started this, we had to learn from other people because we were just passionate about gardening, right? And so to turn it into a commercial operation, there was a lot of hard lessons learned. And I think that's really good at
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
Ooh, triplets.
Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they're him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Okay, we're over here to build this little score now. And I want to show you some of the last trays that we have that are filling up the 10x10 for the season. We're going to do a few things this year. Some of these are going to go into the greenhouse. Some of them are going to be available for start.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll show you my second method because I just like the hair a little bit wider than the stipple, and so for my little tiny tomatoes.
On 1st down, Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
I'm just going to poke a hole. I try to go a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Whenever you buy a pack of seeds, whether it be, it doesn't really matter where you get them. All of them are
throwing now is Allen.
Good deep.
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
This one's for a 50-cent tray, so I can just take it, I can put it on there, push it down, and it's going to make the holes for you.
Prescott to throw it.
Good D.
He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
You dump off the excess seed, you flip it upside down, and you release the...
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times, defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Oh, good shit.
Intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Good shit, good shit. Ooh, we got to blaze up for that. Good shit, good shit. That hurt.
Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play.
Took all the momentum.
You said momentum, right?
I think he's got limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So
took all the air out of motherfucker. Can we get it back?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford just
good shit.
Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So last night didn't bother you too much.
No, because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes defense makes a good play too.
And so that means that you're going to see a lot of people play on the swing. And essentially, it's just
here's Elliott. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The seat can move around and germinate in a different part. That seems like getting tucked in like that keeps it so that when you do water drilling.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Which I really liked because I was able to mix it in really well with the other products, and I use it for not only as a wetting agent, but to help emulsify.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The handoff left to Elliott. This one
good run, good run.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to 32 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Just some good potting soil, some good seed, and regular water will be just fine. If you store it in the dry like this, you don't have a running with it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll try again with Elliott.
Oh, I ran right into him. Good shit, good shit.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go possession, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Ooh, game time. Good shit, good shit.
Picked off down near the 5.
He gone. Uh-oh, he caught the boot.
Across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a play.
Good D, good D.
Comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his.
Nah, it's all good. You did your thing, man. Congratulations. I'm just labbing.
Forward for about 3 and second down.
I got more dimensions. The dimensions I wanted to lab with. You did all right, brother. You ain't cracked no codes.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good game, bro.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yeah, we might have to run another one after that. I can't go to the grocery store with an L.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Along this entire journey is the lessons I've learned along the way. I just get better every time, and I try to learn from other people. So, you know, feel free to always pop in and
here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Right before Valentine's, so this is pretty cool for us. But when we first met, we had my garage, where Build As Well actually started, and we basically.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
We blew that. We blew that. That was on me. What time is it? Oh, it is time to go.
Tomato company before I started Build As Well was called Mario's Tomato, and I was actually growing.
Catch y'all on a rebound.
Berkeley tie-dye. That now she decided on her own with